Hello, my peepers. Welcome to Flosstube number 140. We're going live. This will be going on every Sunday from now on and always at this time, 3 p.m. Eastern Time. I already have a few of my peepers in here. So we have Danielle, Julie, and Deborah. Yep, so we'll let a few more people come in and then I will show you what I've been stitching on. Um, I'm going to show you everything I worked on in December, what my goals are for January and all of 2026. I am going to be stitching some challenges, so I will be showing that. There's only one thing that I can't show you. It's a stitch-along that starts January 1st, and I don't have the chart yet. So just to bear with me, I'll tell you what it is, but I don't even know what it looks like. It's a mystery stitch along. And yeah, we don't get it yet. And we get it in parts. The Haid stitch along we got yesterday. So I already have that. And I'll be starting that tonight. I do have a new start today as well. So I'll have 2 new starts today to go into the new year. So how is everybody? I'm hoping more people show up. And yeah, are we ready to get into this? Okay. So the first thing that I stitched on, well, hi Kat, how are you? I ended November. So I had done a live stream, I forgot what the date was, but it was before I finished the Halloween Dragon. So I do have some to show you on Halloween Dragon. And I did not stitch on this in December. So this was the end of November, but after my last live stream. So this is by Pink Lily Patterns or Designs, Pink Lily Designs. It is not, I call it a full coverage, but it's really not. There is no background on it. And I am at 4.75%. This is on 28 count Lugana. And that's what I have so far. There is 20 pages. And I did finish page 1. So page 1 is done. This will be stitched on next year on the 13th and the last day of every month. So twice a month this will get stitched on. So yeah. In January, I don't know how much stitching will happen on everything just because I start radiation tomorrow. I know it'll tire me out. That's the one thing I do know about it, is that it will tire me out. And if I need to sleep or I'm too tired to stitch, my health comes first. And I'm sure you all agree with that. So, you know, there might be mornings that maybe there's not a morning video either. It's going to all depend on how I feel. I will do my best. There will always be a live on Sundays, though. I don't do chemo on Saturdays and Sundays. So by Sunday, I should be okay. Owl Forest Embroidery was a piece that I stitched on for a whole week this month. And it's Christmas birds, and I am at 64.13%. And this is on a piece of 28 count Monaco. And I used DMC, Weeks Dye Works, and Gentle Art sampler threads. So that's how much of it. This is as far over as it goes. but I got a lot done. But yeah, it was a piece of 28 count monocle that I had. But I got quite a bit done this month for a whole week worth of stitching. Hi, Teresa. How are you? So we have that. And I don't know when I'll get back to that. Hold on. Okay. Then I stitched on Tiny Modernist Jolly Christmas Bell Pull. I stitched on this for a whole week. And this is also on a piece of 28 count monocle. And I am at 75.21%. So that's the bottom. And I'm moving on my way up. Because I started in the center, and when I started in the center, I just kept going down. So yeah, that it's getting there. Hi, Deanne. So again, I don't know when I'll get on this, because this 2026 is the year of full coverages, except for, I have one exception. The next one I worked on, hold on. I finished my drink and now I'm coughing. Shannon Christine's Cup of Cheer. And this is also on a piece of 28 count monocle. And I am at, no, it isn't. It's Smoky Blue 28 count Lugana by Silk Weaver. I was wrong. And I am at 52.87%. So I've got almost, well, this, yeah, all 3 mugs are done, and now I'm working up above this one. So, and again, I don't know when I'll get back to it. I do have quite a few where I'm getting, you know, if I pull them out, I could finish them, but not for a while. The next one is the Hade Ornament Enchanted Snowman. He will look like that. It's by Donna Gelsinger. And I am at 15.97%. This one I am doing tent stitch. I did start a little bit of doing full crosses, and then I switched to tent stitch. This is 28 or 25 count Lugana. But I love how the light started popping out. This will be worked on the 25th of every month. So I will be stitching on this some more. Okay, what else did I work on? Doreen Jones, Merry Christmas. I just finished stitching on this. So I got a lot of this. I got some of the border done this way. And I worked on Santa Claus. And I am at 23.79%. Hi, Robert. So that's what I have done, and I forget what the fabric is. It's either a Fortnite fabric or a Grace Notes fabric. Oh, I have it here. It's Grace Notes, 28 count Lugana. So, yeah. Got a lot done on that this past week. Yep, Doreen Jones. Yep. Snowy. So every other Saturday night, I work on Haid Quick Stitch Lawn Tailed Snowy. And that's what he looks like. And we all say this is Rosie's boyfriend. I did stitch Rosie, and I can't find her because I thought about getting the lines all off of it and maybe framing it if I have a frame, and I can't find her. I got to search for her. Anyways, here is Snowy, and I am at 55.45%. So I got quite a bit done. So that's everything that I still, oh no, I got one more thing to show you. And it is my Mill Hill Ginger Friends. And I don't know when I'm going to get back to this because we already got our Haid stitch along. So I had planned on working on this tomorrow night for Mill Hill Monday, but I want to work and get a head start on my stitch along, my Haid stitch along. So there's Ginger Friends. And I've got the first packet of beads done, and I got to get the second packet of beads on. So I have a lot done on it. I love stitching on these. So yeah, Ginger Friends. Now, the other new one of the new ones I started today is Puck's Closet Moonrise Over a Winter Village. So I started on this. I already have almost 900 stitches on it. And I'm doing tent stitch on 28 count Lugana. So, and it's all been black. That's why I have so much stitched on it. It's black. It's all black. My little truck magnet. So I'll be stitching on this until after dinner. And then after dinner, I will have a new start. And this is Stitch Along 2026 Draconis Lepus Leo, which on the Haid Stitch Along Facebook group, they're calling it Pipsqueak. So that's the one I chose for Haid Stitch Along. And I'll be doing this on 28 count Monaco, and it will be tent stitch 2/1. So I will be starting that after dinner today. Okay, so next month and next year, I decided, well, the cronies decided that I should be doing the WIPCO with them. They're doing, I guess, Christmas. I'm just working with whatever I have for my full coverages that I already planned on stitching on this year. So, yes, I did. That Pipsqueak, I colored that. It was in one of the Color in Heaven magazines. And I colored that a few years ago. Different color than what that looks like. So, yeah, I chose that. I liked about 4 of the pieces that were chosen this year, so I picked that. I also liked, I think it was called Fairy Tale. I like the owl with the bird and the dragonflies. And I think there was one other. No, that's all 4 of them that I really, really liked. Okay, so I will be stitching on Pipsqueak the first thing in the morning. I will pull out Pipsqueak. I will put in 250 stitches. Then I will be pulling out Foxy Christmas Stitch Along and be putting in 250 stitches. Then the next piece for the day will be Dumbledore's Library. This is by the Cross Stitch Studio. And I don't remember what percent I am on this. I haven't stitched on it in a couple months, but I do have a start, and there is like a few colors in that. It looks like it's all black, but really most of that is $9.39. So I ended up buying a cone because I forgot how many skeins of floss I need of $9.39. So I purchased a cone. So once I've used up all the skeins that I do have, I'll be going to the cone. But I do have a good start on that. So I will be putting in 250 stitches on this every day. And then after these 3 have been stitched on, I will stitch on a whip. So every Thursday night for my 4th piece will be Winery Gnomes by Soda Stitches. I do have fabric. I'm going to do this on my gingerbread. But I think I have another big piece of this. Or no, I haven't. I think I can get both Soda Stitches because I want to do the Harry Potter gnomes. But first, I'll do Winery Gnomes every Thursday night. And when that's done, then I will pull out the Harry Potter gnomes by Soda Stitches. And I'm going to do them both on gingerbread. And it seemed like when I folded this, I had enough to put both pieces on this. So I'm going to have to cut it, but I'll look better. I'll look better at it later on. So those are my Thursday night pieces. And then the rest of the nights, if it's not the snowman or the Halloween dragon, then I will work on the Whipco pieces. So each piece, since there's 2 numbers pulled, each one gets 2 weeks of stitching. No amount of stitches, just whatever time I have to stitch on it within 2 weeks period. That's my goal, whatever. So in January, I think the numbers were 2 and 7. And so the first one that'll be getting stitched on is Sunflower Stitches. It is Snippet Princess, which I just call her Snow White. So this will get stitched on for 2 weeks. And I do have this piece down again on the Whipco board. So when the number gets drawn again for whatever the number is for this, she'll get another 2 weeks. So that's what I have on it so far. Not a lot, but it's a start. So there is that. And then the other piece was a stitch-along piece years ago from Haid. They used to have a bulletin board and you signed up. And so this is Rapunzel. And I didn't write down what year this was, and it doesn't say on here. But it's Stitch Along Rapunzel by Jasmine Beckett Griffith. And I have to use the paper chart because I can't find the PDF of this anywhere. I don't know where it went. So that's what I have done on it so far. So she'll get 2 weeks stitched on this as well. And she's also another number on the Whipco board. But yeah, I started that a long time ago. But now that I use Pattern Keeper, I don't like paper patterns for full coverage. Okay, so there's that. I'm doing 4 challenges, and I'll show you more whips. I'm doing 4 challenges this year. One is a Facebook group called A Series of Challenges by Cross and Crafts. That's the whole title of the group name, A Series of Challenges by Cross and Crafts. So I'm doing the Lord of the Rings, and I think that's in here. Yes, I'm doing the Lord of the Rings. And for that one, I am going to do Foxy Christmas. So how that one works is they give us the Lord of the Rings. No, I'm not doing Foxy Christmas. I'm doing Pipsqueak. So the Lord of the Rings, I'm doing Pipsqueak. And so the first book is The Hobbit. And it's by chapters. So chapter 1 has 5,018 words. So I have to put in 5,018 stitches for chapter 1. And it has it down by pages. So under chapter 1, it says page 1 to 2 is 500 stitches. So once I put 500 stitches on Pipsqueak, then I go and I post a picture in the group. And then there is the one with Harry Potter books. And of course, I'm doing Dumbledore's Library for that one. And so the first book in Harry Potter is Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. Philosophers. I could say philosopher. So yeah, so that's the first book. And chapter 1 through 4, no, chapter 1 has 4,526 stitches. So like page 1 through 2 on under chapter 1 has 500 stitches. So once I put 500 stitches in, then I post a picture. Then there's the Chronicles of Narnia, and that's the one I'm doing the Foxy Christmas with. And so the first book is The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. And chapter 1 has 2,260 words. So page 1 through 2 under chapter 1 has 500 stitches. So once I have the 500 stitches, I post a picture. And then Jen on her Stitching Sisters Facebook group, we are doing Landmarks of the World Stitching Tour. And we have to do 200 stitches of each. There's 24 listed. So I can probably have this done in a month. And I'm going to use my Whipco pieces for this. So like the Colosseum is the first one. I only have to put in 200 stitches. If I get 200 stitches in on the first day, that's done. Otherwise, whenever I get 200 full stitches, then I count that. So those are my challenges that I'm doing for the year. I was going to do a couple of cross sticks and Stitching by the Shores, I Spy, but I'm like, this is enough. 4 of those are plenty. I don't need any more. So on the Whipco board for the rest of the year, for next year, I have Quick Stitch Lavender Roses by Hade. The artwork's by Carrie Hawks. I love the eyes on this. And I don't know what percentage I'm at. Not much. That's all I have done on it. That's it. And as I stitch on things now, I am putting a index card in here. So when I show you at the end of the week, I can tell you, it'll be in here. I'll explain some of that later too, but I am going to put a postcard. It's a index card. Another one is a stitch along from 2013 that Hade did on their community bulletin board. And it's called Literate Dragon by Randall Spangler. And I have like a quarter of it done. I think, I can't remember, almost a quarter of it done. This is full cross. And this is a piece of 25 count Lugana. Some of them I am doing a tent stitch. I'm doing a tent stitch on this. I think I started out doing a full cross, but I switched to tent. A lot of them I'm switching. If this has too much done on it, I'm not switching to tent stitch. But if they only have a little bit done, then I switch to them. Okay. Another one on the Whipco board is Heaven and Earth's Quick Stitch Brown-Tailed Sunshine. And this is also by Annie Rodrigue. And I guess it's another cousin of Snowy's. Snowy or Rosie, one of them. So this is on 25 count Lugana. And I switched it over to tent stitch. That's what I have done on it so far. I like the colors in this. It's nice and bright. The next one is Quick Stitch Fred and Albert. It's also a Hade, also another bag made by Deanne, and Grime Guard by Danielle. So this is Fred and Albert. This is the creepy cousins of Snowy. We make up things as we go along. It's also by Annie Rodrigue. And I will be switching this over. I think I already did. Switched it over to tent stitch. That's what I have done so far. I think, no, this is it. There we go. So that's what I have done so far. We have Quick Stitch Red Maple Fairy. It's a Hade, and this is by Jasmine Beckett Griffith, because I like her big-eyed girls. And this is also on the Whipco board. I don't have much done on it. It is a piece of 28 count Monaco. That is all I have done, and I will be switching over to tent stitch because I have so many full coverages. It's over 50 that I want to get a bunch of them done. So if I do tent stitch, they go much quicker. And you can only tell if you're looking at it up close, but if you're looking at it hanging on the wall, you cannot tell that it's tent stitch. And who's going to be up like this against it anyways? You're not. The next one on the Whitco board is Faces of Fairy 66. The artwork's by Jasmine Beckett Griffith. So you have a cat, and it looks like feathers. It looks like feathers sticking up. Although if it's a fairy, it might be wings, but they're black. They look like feathers. And this also, this was a gift from someone named Melissa Jenkins Cross. I used to talk to her a lot in the bulletin boards, and she gifted me this. So this is what I have done on it. This is full cross, and I will be finishing with full cross. So I have a lot done on this. I absolutely love this piece. So yeah, she's on the Whitco board as well. And I started this years and years ago. And this is a piece of 25 count Lugana. Okay, the next 4 pieces are all by Puck's Closet. So I have Rainbow Over a Springtime Village. I absolutely love the colors of this. And I have already finished pages 1 and 2. There's 63 pages, but they're small pages. And I'm doing tent stitch. So there we go. This is on a piece of 28 count Lugana. But yeah, pages 1 and 2 are already done. You can start seeing the rainbow. Isn't that pretty? So I really, really want to get all 4 seasons done because I really want to hang them up in my house. But they're big. They're 500 by 500. Now that Dumbledore's library that I showed you, that's 800 by 800. But these are 500 by 500, so they're still big. And then I have Storm Over a Summer Village. So that's what it looks like. This is on a piece of 20, what is this one? 25 count Lugana. Did I, maybe, is that one on 28? No, I was wrong. This is not 28. This is 25 count Lugana. So as is this 25 count Lugana. And I'm doing tent stitch. And that's what I have done on that so far. And this is also on my Whitco board. And Puck's Closet is on, I believe, on Etsy. I can't remember if they have a website or if they're on Etsy. But I believe they're on Etsy. Okay. And then the last one that I have for next year is Sunrise over in Autumn Village. I mean, look at those colors. Autumn's my favorite season. I love the colors and everything. And I don't have the sticker on here for this. This is probably also another piece of 25 count. And I'm doing 10th stitch. So that's what I have done so far on it. So yeah, those are my goals for next year, 2026. So we'll see how much I can actually get done. Like I said, January is going to be my toughest year, or my toughest month next year, I mean. So you'll just have to bear with me. So I won't be doing Mill Hill Mondays or Tiny Thursdays. I need to get these in a bag and cut the fabric. And this winter piece that I started today will also be on the Whitco board. So I will be stitching on that until dinner, and then after dinner, I will switch to the new start. So yeah, that's all my plans for next year. So I have a lot. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 20. So I have 20 pieces to be stitched on next year altogether. So, like I said, Pipsqueak, 250 stitches a day. That's the first piece I stitch on. Then I'll stitch on Foxy Christmas and then Dumbledore's Library. The 13th and last day of the month is the Halloween Dragon, and the 25th is the Snowman ornament. The Winery Gnomes are Thursday night. And then the 2 Whitco pieces is the Snow White and the Rapunzel for January. And I will be stitching on Hayes Snowy every other Saturday night. So the new pieces that'll be started will be Foxy Christmas unless we get it before January 1st. I probably won't start it though till January 1st. Because I start Pipsqueak tonight and I'm going to work on that all day Monday, all day Tuesday. And then Wednesday is my New Year's Eve Zoom. And we try to do the 12 by 12. I think Danielle's still in here. She was posting links and then it stopped. I haven't seen anything posted in a while. So I don't know if my computer's frozen. I have no idea. Yeah, I'm going to get as much stitching on Pipsqueak as I can. And then Foxy Christmas will be my second piece to get my So my main three for the year is Pipsqueak, the Foxy Christmas, and the Dumbledore Library. So by next Sunday, you'll be able to see Foxy Christmas, what it looks like. And but Zoom, like I said, we try to do a 12 by 12. So pick 12 projects, work on it, maybe an hour, 100 stitches, whatever you want to do. Now I plan on starting at 10 a.m. and I go until 3 a.m. in the morning. We'll see. That's usually what I do, but I do have to leave a little bit during my Zoom, so someone else will be hosting while I'm gone. I have to get a radiation treatment, so I'll be gone about an hour, maybe two, the longest. Trying to get my shirt all situated. So yeah, that'll be fun. I've been doing this Zoom for 3 years, 4 years now, I think. And you don't have to do the 12 by 12. It's just something that I do. And a lot of us look forward to it. And it's your own, whatever you want to do. What else? And you got to put in time for bathroom breaks and to get up and get drinks. And it's New Year's Eve, so I'm sure everybody will be munching. I plan on making chicken wings and I want to make my loaded nachos. So those are the two things I'll be making. And so I will take a break every once in a while to get food. Got to eat. So anybody, what are your plans? Anybody got any plans? Are you doing any challenges? New starts? So as you can see, the other new start besides Foxy Christmas and the Pipsqueak will be the Winery Gnomes. And when that's done, the Harry Potter Gnomes. Other than that, no new starts every month like I usually do. And I'm trying to do no spend for the whole year on cross stitch or anything book related. Deanne's going to do the 12 by 12. So yeah, all of the pieces that I have for like the Whipco board, they're all going on the 12 by 12. Most of them are anyways. So they'll all be worked on. So I've made a list pretty much of my 12 by 12. I think it's in here. I don't know where I put it. 12 by 12. I even have a list of how I want to do 2027 already. I know, I'm crazy. Yep, I do. I have a list. I know I have a list of 12 by 12. Is that it? No. Maybe it's in my new planner. Either that or I had to change it. So let's see. You guys have your new planners already? Okay, I will show what Danielle just said. I don't see the paper I had for the 12 by 12, so I don't know where it is. It might be in here. December. Yep, I do. I have it in here. So the New Year's Eve 12 by 12 is Rapunzel, Faces of Fairy 66, the Quick Stitch Lavender Roses, Snow White, Literate Dragon, Quick Stitch Brown Tailed Sunshine, Quick Stitch Fred and Albert, Quick Stitch Red Maple Leaf Fairy in all 4 of those seasons. So those are my New Year's Eve 12 by 12s. So this planner is almost done, and I decorated up next week. But because the first falls on Thursday, I'm only going to use this on the Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And then I'm not going to use the bottom part of this, because then I can come over to my new one, which is the Harry Potter one. And I already decorated the first through the 4th. So I already have, so I covered up most of that up there, and I can start using it on the 1st. And sometime this week, maybe tomorrow, I'm going to do a planner, journal, and notebook video. Uh-oh, this fell off of something. I don't know. I don't know what it was on. Oh well, doesn't matter. So I'm ready for next year. Deanne says her planner's ready. And this notebook's almost filled up, so I write down, so it says Flosstube 140, and every time I stitch on something, I write it in. And then I'll write in what percentage I'm at. So next Sunday, when I do the live, it will be flipped over to a blank page. I will write down everything I stitched on and what percentage I'm at by Sunday. So you will get all that information. And then on this side, I write down what the plans are for the following month. So like this tells me everything for January and then the rest of the year. So I have so many of these old notebooks. I have a table full of them. That's what I use to use them up, because the amount of notebooks I have in this house is crazy. Plus I have Happy Planner notebooks with filler paper. I have a lot of filler paper. So I'm trying to use up what I have. So like I said, I will be showing the journal page, the journals and everything that I work on, but I work out of one planner for the day. So yeah, but I'm all set. I'm all set. Who else is doing 12 by 12? Anybody else? 12 by 12. Oh, my changing, my book reading, everything is audiobook. So I spin the wheel for what shelf I'm going to pull physical books off of. So I go through my physical books to see if I can get them as an audiobook, either through Libby or Hoopla, or if I have to use a credit. I try not to use a credit. If I can't get it as an audiobook, it goes. I don't have time to sit and read, not with the amount of stitching I have. So I do work with my physical books, and then like I'll pull maybe 5 or 6 of them, and then I will spin the wheel. I have 2 wheels, one that says physical books and one that has my others. So if it lands on Audible, I go in and I pick like a series, or if there's single books, standalones, then I'll pick 5. Otherwise, I pick a series and I listen to that. Then I go back to the pile of books. So I'm alternating between physical books and what I spin the wheel on. And on the wheel is Laurel K. Hamilton. Laurel K. Hamilton writes the Anita Blake series. I read the first 8. There's now 9 through 30, I think. So I own some of them. So that counts as the physical books and the Laurel K. Hamilton. So I'm going to listen to the whole series. I'm pretty sure I can get them all on audiobook. I did check the first few of them, and they're all on Libby. So once that series is done, then I will spin the wheel again for physical books and then spin the wheel for others. So on the others is Audible, Chirp, Kobo, Kindle, Kindle Unlimited, what else? JD Robb, I think, is on there. Alex Cross series, Women's Murder Club series, J.R. Ward series. Trying to think what all the series are on that wheel as well. Oh, Shell's recommendation. Shell is a friend of mine. She lives in Georgia. We talk books all the time. And so she's recommended a ton, and most of them are all free on Audible. So I will listen to them from Audible. Also, there is someone I follow on TikTok. Her name is Rachel Dane. She now also narrates books. So she recommends a lot of books, especially Kate Stewart. She's a huge Kate Stewart fan. So I will go back through some of her videos, write down the books that she talked about, and I will see if I can get them on Audible, on audio. So I'm doing that next year, and I'm making, I've been making myself get up at 7:30 because I was sleeping in till 10 in the morning, and I feel like I'm wasting so much time. So, hi Amanda, how are you? So yeah, I get up at 7. Oh, I set my alarm clock for 7:30. I get up anywhere between 7:30 and 8 o'clock. I get up, I take my thyroid pill, I walk for an hour. Today I got in 48 minutes. Yesterday was only 15. I'm getting over sinus issues. I've had plugged ears. Today's the first time my ears have felt fine. The congestion's getting way better. So I'm starting to get back into my walking routine. I walk in place while watching YouTube videos of walking, doing walking tours all over the place. So I will be doing that. And so yeah, I do that before I have breakfast. Then I have breakfast, and while I'm eating breakfast, I think I listen to an audiobook, and then I go and I will clean something. No, I come in here and make my morning video, or I take a shower. So yeah, I have a list of how I want to do things every day to get them done. Been watching a ton of planner videos on how to, what exactly do you plan out what you're reading for the year? Oh, no, I go by the month. And whatever I didn't finish that month goes over to the next month. So I just carry it on. So no, not for the whole year, because everything changes every year. Like I have a book coming, I forget when. It's Kate Stewart. It's part of the Raven Hood trilogy, and that comes out. And as soon as that comes out, I will listen to that. So that, of course, is not on my list yet. But yeah, I've been watching a lot of planner videos and playlists from that ink and pen paper, whatever her name was. I don't remember. Anyway, she has playlists from the last few years that she's been doing planner tips with other planner people. And so I watched all of this year because it started the 1st of December, and every night I would sit and watch whoever did the video. And then I watched all of 2024, and now I'm on to 2023. So I'm just going backwards. And I think she started in 2018 doing the planner tips. So a few of the ideas, I'm like, oh, I like that. I can incorporate that into my planner. So I'm using a lot more of my filler papers. So again, like I said, I will be doing a planner video. The camera will be down on everything, so you'll see it up close. And I am looking forward to next year. I did really well this year. I had quite a few finishes. I will not have maybe one finish, 2 finishes next year. I think that'll be about it. So, yeah, that's not in this. That's in that one, I think. I don't even remember where I keep everything anymore. And I still can't find one of my notebooks. Okay, so 2025, I had 26 finishes. So I had 26 finishes this year and 25 new starts. So I was at, oh, I probably should write in one more. That'll be 26. So I'm starting Pipsqueak tonight. So that's 26 new starts because I already started. I'll be starting that tonight. So Pipsqueak, that's a Hade. It's a BAP. I'm starting that tonight. So yeah, 26. So by the end of, where's that? My number of whips, the end of this year, I'll write in here on January 1st. I got to write on this. I got to remember to write on this. And then I got to write in this for this year. Next year, I mean. So I'm using a lot of my extras from the 24 Hours of Cross Stitch Planner that I bought in 2024. You can buy the planner, but she also has extra packets, which you can use year to year to year. So that's what I do. Some of them might have said 2024, and then I just cover it up with a label and I put in whatever year I'm working on. So yeah, that's everything going on. But I am going to go say goodbye, and I'm going to stitch some more on that winter piece, start dinner, and then I will start the new piece, that Pipsqueak. So I will see you guys next Sunday for the live stream, same time, same place. And no morning videos on Mondays. So you'll see me again on Tuesday for a morning video. And again, I will be making a planner video sometime this week as well. So I will see you guys. And thank you so much for coming in. I appreciate it. Thank you so much, Danielle, for all the links. I appreciate that as well. And you all have a great week, rest of the weekend. Love you guys. Bye.